Hey, are you looking to move to Florida from another state? Or are you already in Florida and just looking to relocate to another area? Because maybe you've just got worn out by those storms, okay? Or you don't like it where you're living because of the crowds or the cost of living, anything like that? Well, let me show you what's up here in Northeast Florida. That's right, we're in the Jacksonville metro area. And if you'd like to be in a near a metro area, say like Jacksonville for your job or something, but you don't want to live in Jacksonville, then this may be the community for you. This is Jennings Farm, and it's located in Middleburg, and it's a brand new community. You're going to hear behind me, you hear a lot of beep beeps, a lot of saws, a lot of things going on because they're building homes right now. But as fast as they're building them, they are selling them. So this particular house right here that I'm going to show you is almost 100% ready. Not quite. They're what they're called in, they're quick move-ins. So what it is, they've got a lot already done. They're just doing some final touch-ups, putting in a few things here and there. So, and you're going to see that as we go through it. And the reason I do that, they're not 100%, is because if I wait until it was 100% ready, it'd probably already be under contract, because they are just a couple houses over, one already just sold. All right, now let me show you on a map about where this is located. We're here in Middleburg. So when you look at this, you see here's where Middleburg is compared to Jacksonville, and it's a suburb. We are in Clay County. Okay, now Middleburg it's a small town, but it still has a lot of the conveniences that a lot of people like. Like right over here, you've got a Publix, you've got the Home Depot, you got the Lowe's, you got the Walmart, of course, and you got a lot of places around to eat. Okay, so and you're not too far away from just up the road here to Orange Park, which is the next town, which has everything that you want. And then of course Jacksonville, when you want to take in everything from Jacksonville. All right, the next thing a lot of people ask, where's the beach located compared to, you know, where these developments are? Everyone wants to know where the ocean is. Well, as you look on this map here, you see right here's where the beach is, and then here's your mileage and then the time it would take you to get there. Also, another important thing is a lot of people want to know, where is the fire rescue? Well, here's where the fire rescue station is, and again you can see the times and the distances. Also, where's the airport? The airport's right here, and it's on the north end. And the way they've put this airport together, it is really for an international airport, it's one of the easiest to get in and out of. It really is. And now another thing that a lot of people ask about is the Mayo Clinic, okay? Where is the Mayo Clinic, okay? Well, we've got a lot of hospitals, but you know, Mayo's is a popular one. So as you look on this map here, you see the distance you are to the Mayo Clinic, okay? Now, let me tell you a little bit about this house here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's just under 1,700 square feet. Also, it has a 2-car garage, and it has a lot of nice features too, which we're going to check out when we get inside. Okay, here I just want to take you for a little look on the outside to see what we've got. Here is the front of the house, and it does have a nice elevation. Now some homes, you know, are more boxed, but they do have some nice roof lines, and they did accent things off. Also, you see the landscaping they have here, and I know they were out here today putting in some sod also. So here is your landscaping out in the front. And then just to show you the side of the house, what you've got there as you're looking through between the homes. Now, you do have this, you know, nice concrete drive leading up, and then the walkway over here to the porch area that is a covered area, you know, before you go inside the house. Nice lights on both sides of the garage, which looks good. And then we'll go off here to this side, and you see we've got some more landscaping here with the trees and all. And then as we go on to the side of the house here, you'll see that they do have one of those tankless water heaters, and it is a gas community. So there is your tankless water heater, and then there is your gas, okay? And then this is just the other side of the house, which is nice. Now, I always like to show what the street looks like, and so here you see the other homes that are going to be your neighbor's homes. Now, these homes are for sale also, and maybe I'll be doing a video of those later on. And then you see you've got sidewalks, and they actually do put the sidewalks on both sides. Well, they still haven't built the houses over there, so they don't have the sidewalks. Over on this side here, you see sidewalks there. So as we can see, we've got sidewalks over here on this side, and these houses, and these are all for sale too, because these were all just built, so ready to go. All right, now we can go inside and check out the inside of this house. But before I do that, man, I got something important to tell you. One of the things, you know, like I was saying, a lot of people, you know, are a little bit hurricane and storm nervous because of all the storms we've had this last year about living here, but I wanted to tell you, first of all, Northeast Florida, like where this is located in this Jacksonville metro, is one of the areas in Florida that has the least risk of hurricanes, okay? And I'm talking about these big ones too. Now we'll get storms that come through or the outside, or they can come up the coast and cause storm surges and things like that, or we get winds that come out, that'll, these outer bands and stuff that could be, hurricane force, or a hurricane can come through. But South Florida, the Gulf Coast, the Panhandle, that's where you're going to get those Cat 3, 4, and 5s, okay, and those big storm surges. Not so much here, okay? You're not going to get it here. Now, this is actually in a Zone X for the flood zone, and what that means is for most insurance, when you're financing, it does not require flood insurance. Now, when you're paying cash, you can do whatever you want. And another important thing that a lot of people don't mention is this is not in an evacuation zone. It's close to one because of the creek. You got Black Creek, which flows eventually definitely to the St. Johns River, but this area right here where this development is and where this house is not in an evacuation zone. And that's a big deal because the evacuation zones are built on storm surges and flooding and stuff like that, and they go through different levels, A, B, C, D, and all so on. Another plus, this is a new home, so insurance. That's another problem in Florida for a lot of people. I've seen homes, used homes, can't sell them except for cash because you can't get them insured. This here, I've got an insurance checklist. As you can see, because this is a new home, it checks off all 9 boxes on this. Down at the bottom, you see about the evacuation zone and the X-flood zone. But of course, everything else, since it's brand new, it's 2024, so the year is no problem, and everything else that insurance looks for. And in fact, with the new homes, the rates generally are a little bit less. Now, may not be for everybody, but I do know people that have gotten a lot better rates from a new home than from the used home. All right, so keep that in mind, when you're looking to relocate in Florida or to Florida, about this area and the value of the homes up here. All right, now let's go check out the inside of this house. Well, coming in through the front door here now, you can just see how open everything is in this house. That's right. Well, now I can see a little bit better. First thing I notice is, how much illumination they got. They got a lot of lights here, a lot of lights over. Since the kitchen is set up like here in the middle, they've got a lot of lights over there. Got this nice large area right off to the side of me here. Now we're going to talk about this because this could be like a dining room or like a sitting room. I'm noticing I like the wood look floors, which most people have now. I like the tone of it. It flows all the way through, and we're going to see, how it flows through the house. So we've got off to our side over here, we've got a little doorway that leads to where would be the laundry room garage. We're going to check that out, the pantry, the bedrooms, and everything. But I just like the way it flows. As I'm looking through, of course I see this kitchen area, I've got this open area, but then I see through the sliding glass doors as I'm looking through the rest of the house. All right, so let's start off first. Let's check out this laundry room and garage area, while we're at it. Now, I just want to say something. While I'm doing all this, okay, there's workers around here working on the house, okay? So, there's going to be things happening. I know they're working on the smoke detectors, so we may hear some beep beeps, coming and going, so just letting you know. Plus also, there's still touch-ups going on, this isn't 100% move-in ready, but it's a quick move-in, which means it's getting ready to move in shortly for you. But believe me, if you went under contract now, it'd be ready by the time you're ready to close. All right, so let's start off over on this side. All right, as we come through that front door here, we go right here to the side is that door, and that takes us into the laundry room. And notice how the same floor flows into the laundry room. So you've got plenty of room for a full-size washer and dryer, and they have the shelving there, and then your light overhead. And then something to notice is right here, because it is a gas community, so you have a hookup there for a gas dryer, or you can do an electric dryer. All right, and then over here, the next door, and this is going to take us to the garage. Now we'll step out into the garage, and you can see there's your two-car garage door, and then your electric garage door opener. Now, Some people say, well, why do you show the garage door opener? Well, I'll tell you why, because some houses don't come with them. That's right. I've seen new houses that don't have them. So this one does. Not only that, it does have an irrigation system. Right there, you can see that. And I don't know if you can really tell, but the breakers in this house are surge protectors. So they do have surge protector breakers. Okay, as we look around the rest of the garage, you would see over here is usually generally where a water heater would go, okay, if it wasn't a gas community. But since this is a gas community and we have the tankless water heater outside, you've got this extra space here, which is nice. You could put shelves or you could put a cabinet, you know, whatever you want. Gives you a little more room to back up maybe a motorcycle back into the back here. And then something else I want to check out. I've seen this in some homes. There's the air handler. It's elevated up there. So what's nice? There's two things nice about this. First of all, the air handler is in the garage, so it makes it quieter through the house, but then also it doesn't take up space in the garage, so you just have more usefulness here. Whether you park your car here or not, you've got more space in your garage without that air handler and that water heater. All right, since the kitchen is hitting me in the face as I walk out of this living area, the laundry area, let's just go talk about the kitchen next. All right, as we head into the kitchen here, we see, of course, like most homes now, they've got the islands, and this is no different. We've got an island, but this has a lot more. It not only has an island, it has a peninsula, and we're going to get to all this. All right, first let's start off with this island. Beautiful quartz countertops, and I love the quartz that they've got on this. The quartz has it isn't just flat white like I've seen some. It does have a pattern through it. It looks pretty neat. And not only is it here, but it is also on the countertops, you know, over here behind me, you know, again, where the stove is and all that. A nice large sink here in the center. Now this, you could put some chairs out front. You've got room for that, so think about that. You could put a couple there if you wanted to. As you come around, you do have your regular storage, a few drawers. And then you got this opening here. Now this is where the dishwasher's going to go. Like I said, the house isn't 100% complete yet. We're still working on it. And I want to bring up a point why I like showing these homes before they're completely fixed and all is because a lot of times when I do the video, once they're 100% ready, then by the time people see the video, if they wanted that house, it's already under contract. And I know people saying like, oh, the houses are too much, you know, this and that, you know, folks aren't buying, but people are buying. And if you're in that group that this is something you'd want and you could afford, then, you know, you'd like to know before it's completely done when you have a shot at it. And so that's why I like doing the videos before they're 100% complete, you know, if at all possible. All right, because it's a gas community, we do have the gas stove, and the guy was out here just a little while ago. That's why it's sticking out. Normally it doesn't stick out this far. Like I said, they're still working around here. They're working to hook up the gas to the stove, so they were doing some stuff. But while I'm filming, they kind of got out of the way. Here's your microwave right above. And something I want to point out is up here. Now, for some reason they've got it blocked with this. I don't know why, so I'm going to put the camera up here and you can see. But over here off to the side is where it's going to vent outside. So this house does vent outside. It's not just a fan here. And a lot of people, that's important that it does. So I wanted to show you that. And something else, so when I close the doors, just to let you know, when these are soft closed doors, so that's goes like that. And the same thing with the drawers. Okay? Soft closed drawers. Okay, let's say it. Over here on this side is the refrigerator, and by the way, the refrigerator does come with this house. It's not just here for show. It does come with the house, and that's another point. Okay, is that these homes have the refrigerator with them. Not all homes, new homes do. I even see used homes where people take the refrigerator with them. I don't understand it. You know, everyone seems to take the washer and dryer. Now, this particular home does not come with the washer and dryer, but the refrigerator is a big plus, so you're going to get that. Now let's focus over here to this, what I call a peninsula. I mean, look how huge this thing is. You got this part here, and just take a look at the backsplash that you got right here too, also as we move around. But I mean, really large area, and when you've got you know, a peninsula sticking out that big, not only do you got all that counter space to work or to set food out, food prep if you're having parties and people over, you got all that cabinet space below. So not only do you got the cabinets above here, like you see, you got those cabinets below. So that's a big plus. Also, as I said, you can put stools and chairs here. Look how many stools and chairs you could put there. I mean, so you could have quite a few people over, and you know, whether you put the dining room on one side here or there, you know, we're going to get to that too. But again, the countertop, same pattern as what's here on the island, really looks nice. And then right directly across from me is the pantry. That door there is the pantry. And so as you can see, we've got, you know, a lot of shelves space there, and you got a light there for the pantry also. All right, now let's go ahead and let's check out over here what could be an option, a dining room or a sitting room. Let's go take a look. Okay, this is a nice large area, okay? This is when, as soon as I come in the house, like right over here, the door. And speaking of the door, I didn't even mention it, you know, I get off on everything else about the house. Look at the glass on that door. It's a nice tall door, big glass, it's kind of frosted, okay, to give you a little privacy, but it lets in a lot of light and it's nice looking. Nice looking on the inside, nice looking on the outside. All right, now we look at this area here. This is a big area. This could be, if you wanted, you could have your dining room here. Okay, some people have a big round table, some have a rectangle. You could have it here, and then that leaves you open all that to the family room. Or we're going to go over there and look on the other side of the peninsula. We're going to take a look. You could fit a dining room table there, and then have this all just a nice sitting room, okay? You could also put the TV here, or you could put the TV there or something, or you get one of those like little like electric fireplaces and stuff, you know, just whatever the mood is, whatever you need, you know, for this house. At least this gives you some options because of the way it's laid out. All right, now before we get in, well, you know what? Let's go look at that living room area. I wanted to look at the bedrooms and all first, but let's go look at that living room area and see what it's like. All right, first I want to point out, here's where I was talking about where you could put all those chairs. Okay, now this area here is room where you could put a dining room table here and leave that as a sitting room, or make it a dining room, whatever you want. I probably tend to go with making this the dining room right here next to the kitchen tables. Something that's interesting. They have these two windows here on the side, double windows, and that's not uncommon, but they frosted the windows, okay? So because, you know, this development, the houses are relatively closer together, and that way, you know, a lot of people, they don't like to have someone looking right in their window. It allows the daylight in and all that, but it's frosted so that you got your privacy. Now, what you're seeing there, that's not broken glass. That's the film that goes to protect the glass when they install it and when it's up during construction. So it looks like someone was taking some of it off the film protective covering. But that was interesting to see the frosted glass there. Usually you see it in the small bathroom windows. But look at the size. You've got all this room over here as you go towards the sliding glass doors. You got the higher ceiling and it slopes down. You know, I kind of like that. It makes it a little cozier when it does that. And then you've got the ceiling fan over here in the living room. So you've got a lot of space here, and of course you've got the view looking out here. And I'm going to talk about what you've got outside as soon as we go out and check out that patio. All right, now let's go check out the bedrooms over on this side. We've got 2 bedrooms and a bath over here. So let's go check those out first before we head to that master bedroom, all right? All right, right off to the kitchen here is the hallway here that leads us into the 2 bedrooms and the bath, the guest bath here, or the shared bath. As you can see, the flooring flows into the bathroom, the same flooring, which is nice. Here you've got your tub and shower combination. Now let me turn on the light just so as you can see. I had it off because it is hooked up to the fan, so it's making it a little quieter. It's a nice finish. Here's your toilet area right here, and then over here is your single sink vanity with your mirror and your overhead light. Okay, now as we head out of here, we'll go check out the bedroom. The first bedroom is going to be right here, and you see it changes to carpeting for the bedroom. And it has a single window off to the side. And this right here is where the closet is, so that door there. And it's just a single closet door. And you know, some people like the single door, some people like the double doors. You know, I mean, I like this over the bifold doors. Bifold doors sometimes to me always get stuck. So you've got room over to the side there for your closet space, and then also room over here. And as you may hear a little bit of noise. That's not any critters or anything in the walls. That's just, like I said, they're still working on this house. We do got workers around, so we're going to hear some noise from them from time to time. All right, now we head out of this bedroom and we head over to the next bedroom, and again it changes to the carpeting, and this one's almost pretty much the same. You've got your single window there on that side, and then over here you've got your closet door, same type of closet door, and your overhead light. Both had the same overhead lights like that, and then there's your doorway there. All right, let's head back out to the living area. All right, as we leave those bedrooms and the bath, the next thing is, let's go check out that master bedroom. All right, come on. All right, as we head over here, it is the last door here. And as you can see in the master bedroom, they don't have the carpeting. They flow in with the same flooring as the rest of the house. And also the master bedroom does have a ceiling fan there. Now there is a single window off to the side here, which looks out to your backyard. And that door there on the left is to the bathroom. We'll check it out in just a bit, but the first thing I want to do is this door over here leads us to our walk-in closet. Now, they do switch to the carpeting for the walk-in closet, which I like. And then you've got the shelving here all the way around. And then you've got your overhead light right there. Just show you the type of light you got and your air conditioning vent, so it's air conditioned. And head back out here into the master bedroom. So let's see, we've got plenty of wall space, okay, because they got the single window, so you got all this wall space there and there and there. So wherever you want to put that TV, okay? All right, now let's see, and again, you know, when you see spots like this, you know, they're still finishing up with touch up for painting. So, you know, you're going to see that throughout the house here as it gets towards 100% ready. All right, let's go check out the bathroom. Now you notice that the flooring flows into the bathroom. It's the same flooring that flows into the bathroom, which is nice. All right, again, I had the light off because it is hooked up to the fan. That's your walk-in shower. So as you can see, it's not really that loud, the fan. I thought it'd be worse. There's your toilet area. And then over here is your vanity. You got your double vanity, you know, with your cabinets below, and it does have a single mirror that goes all the way across, and then you've got double lights overhead over the vanity. All right, now let's go head back out and go back into that living area. Okay, the next stop is going to be outside. Okay, so we'll go through these sliding glass doors, take you out to this porch and patio area. Yeah, today is a real nice breezy day too, which is nice. Of course, you're going to hear some more noise. I've got a dump truck over here, you know, and a lot of work going on. But the patio is nice. It is oversized. Some of them are about half this size. And I don't know, this builder might even build like that. I don't know. This particular house isn't. But it, you know, I like having the room. Now it is open, it's not screened in. It is covered, and you see you got a ceiling fan up above. But I've seen some of these houses, new homes, they don't have the covered. They just got the concrete slab, you know, it's sitting out there. Me, I want the covered patio, and that's what this one has. Now what I like about them not screening it in, it gives you the option, because it's easier, okay, if you don't have screens, just put in screens if that's what you want. But if it was already screened and you're tearing it out, now you got to tear something out. You're going to have holes to fill up and all this and that. So it's better having it like this, and then you can do what you want. Now, the first thing I notice here, we've got this lot here, these lots right across. Now, they're going to build on these lots right here. But this spot right here off to my right here, this is all going to be open area, grass area, okay? So there's not going to be any houses right behind you from there. So as you're sitting out on your patio here, you can look there. Yeah, you will have the one house here, but you're going to have all this other open area out there that you can see. And speaking of the patio sitting out here, you've got plenty of room to put chairs, you know, a little couch, whatever you want, little table, you know, one of those gas fire pits and everything. And speaking of gas, check it out, because this is a gas community, you've got right over here, you've got a connection for gas coming out that you can hook up to, you know, you know, like maybe a grill or something else that you may want, you've got your gas line coming out here. And now we've got a lot of dump trucks coming here now, all right? So it's getting noisier. They have got it nicely landscaped. I've got, you know, they've got some trees off here in the corners, and they've got it landscaped around. Of course, a lot of fresh sod, and guys were working on sod on the side there, as we saw earlier. So with the landscaping, with the sprinkler systems, this is really nice. A nice setup out here. And this is just a look of the back of the house from the back of the yard. See what it looks like. And something else, notice that they've done. Look at the soffits and fascia. You know how it's the brown, okay, instead of the white there. So that's kind of nice. So it doesn't show the dirt as much, you know, which leads to nicer looking home and then less maintenance. And this here is from the side of the house as you're looking at it. And then this is also on the other side of the house. All right, so how does this new home up here in Northeast Florida compare with other homes in other parts of the state? Well, let me just show you what you could get. And we're going to be looking right here in Hallandale, Florida. Now, Hallandale, Florida is a suburb of Fort Lauderdale, and it is located in Broward County also. So we're going to take a look at this one here. It's for sale at $550,000. Now, it is also a new construction that is for sale. Okay, it's 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Now, Zillow shows it as 3. They always round off, but it's actually 2.5, 1,480 square foot. So as you can see right there, it's about $372 a square foot. Now I'm just pulling stuff off of Zillow here for the purpose of this show and the comparisons, so I'm not doing anything that's private information I'm disclosing or proprietary information that's out there. So even though I don't have to, since I'm pulling it off Zillow, I'm going to do this so that, you know, nobody says anything. But this house is listed by United Real Estate Miami. Now, if you would like to buy this, let me know, because I can write the contract for you if you prefer this over the new home we've got here in Northeast Florida. So let's take a look at a few pictures, see how it compares with our house. First off, this is the front. I mean, it's nice looking. It's a brand new house. Doesn't look like it has a garage. And that's the lot there was, you know, I'm surprised there was a vacant lot there in Hallandale. I didn't know. But it looks like it's all paved drive. And they got the landscaping around. And let's take a look. There's the side of the house. And then here's the back. Nope, that was the side. There we are, the insides. Okay, of course everything's new, so it should look like this. And I'm more interested in like the back too. Okay, it's a long, narrow, open like ours. Okay, there we go. The kitchen with the peninsula there. Okay, but it doesn't have the island. Okay, and that runs right up to the sliding glass doors go right into the kitchen, okay, to the backyard. And there's your backyard, and let's take a look. I want to see, because it didn't look like there was a covered patio. And there we are with our backyard, and it is just, you know, it isn't a covered patio. It looks like you have a little more yard space there. It looks like several houses there. They look like the same, so they probably had a few there for sale. Okay, a few of them there. Okay, that's your patio area. All right, that's it. So now we put this into our comparison chart here, and we'll see. Well, it's not used. It's new for sale. Okay, a lot of times I compare the used ones. So this one's new there. There's the address in Hallandale. Over here on the side, it's $550,000. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, no garage, 1,480 square feet. Price per square foot, just over $371 a square foot. Now their tax millage rate there in Hallandale is 20.9011. No HOA fee. Comes out to a straight $11,496 a year for taxes at this price. Okay, we're going to take a look at one that's sold, okay, there in Hallandale. All right, this one here is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, okay, so it's probably going to be an older home, you know, when they just have the 1 bath. 1,122 square feet, sold for $425,000. There it is. It was built in 1971. And let's take a look at some of the pictures of it. This is the front yard. As you can see, there's no driveway going up. It's just grass, so I guess it's just street parking unless you park on the grass. And it's the inside. So obviously, this one for a 1971 home, it has been absolutely refinished, okay? They've upgraded it. I mean, just can see there with that exhaust over the stove. They put in the new flooring and everything, probably windows and all that. Of course, the bathrooms are all modernized now, so everything's been updated. So it's probably like a newer house inside. Here's your backyard, okay? You know, they got a wooden deck out there. And going out to the backyard, it's just a door there. There's no sliding glass doors or a glass door for looking out, okay? So that's pretty much it. Okay, there's the address of this house right there in Hallandale. Now when we go over here to the comparison chart, we put it side by side. This one here was sold actually for $425,000. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, no garage, 1,122 square feet. So that works out to $378 a square foot. Taxes at 20.9011 also, but because the price was a lot less, the taxes are a lot less, $8,883. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the one that we just looked at here, the new house that I showed you that I just did the tour of. It's located there in Middleburg, Florida. And let's see, we're over here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, so it's like in the middle there. All right, one's 2.5, the other one was 1. So ours is a 2-bath home, but it also has a 2-car garage that the others do not have. Square footage, it's the largest at 1,693. So being the largest square footage, this thing should top $370 dollars a square foot. Then there's, we'll take a look at the taxes and all that and compare it. So once we put in the price and everything and see what we've got, this one sells for $419,900, okay, less than the other one that's sold, and you're getting a lot more, and that works out to $248 a square foot, considerably less than the other ones. Tax millage is at 15.0143, so it's less taxes. It does have an HOA fee of $1,320 a year, and then with the taxes without the fee would be $6,305. With the HOA, you'd be into it for $7,625 a year, which is still less than the cheapest house there, the 3-bedroom, 1-bath at 1,100 square foot. Okay, so even with the HOA fee, okay, you're still less in taxes, you're less in the price. Now, what is that HOA fee for? They are going to have, it's going to be a gated community. You're going to also have an amenity center where you're going to have, as you can see, a pool and stuff like that. Well, here's a look at, this is what it's going to look like, the drawing, because it's under construction, that's what it's going to look like. And then I walked over by where they were constructing, and this is what you can see. It is under construction here. You see the building, and then the pool over here. So all that there, and it says it will be ready next year. Okay, so you're getting all that for less than those other homes in South Florida. And remember, this is also located in Northeast Florida, so you have less hurricane risk, okay? So that means you'll probably have better insurance too, okay? And then also being a new home, even though that other new would probably qualify also. But just overall, the less risk of the hurricanes, less cost. I mean, to me, it's a win-win all the way around. Okay, now that you've seen everything this house has to offer, also the comparison in value to the other homes, also where it's located, less risk from hurricanes, you got one question, one, not two. One question you got to ask yourself, could you see yourself here in Jennings Farm instead of me?